Hello, Jen here with a little haul of stuff that I got from Scrapaganza, from Scrapshots, and Simply Stated Designs. I wanted to show you guys before I go ahead and start tearing into things and using them all up. So I will start with the Scrapshot stuff that I got. Obviously that was the booth that I'm at, so I'm gonna have my eye on all the good stuff. So I grabbed 2 Spellbinders dies. I'm really trying to push myself to start doing some of this more. And so I grabbed 2 dies, and you know me, I'm always going to look for what ways I can kind of stretch something or use it a little bit out of the box. And so I grabbed this Christmas kind of door. I want to say door. It's not actually door. It's like an apartment building. So there's like the different windows of the apartment building. And then I grabbed this add-on to the cuckoo clock die. So the cuckoo clock is that cuckoo clock that you can see, and then you get all these add-ons to kind of change it from season to season. So I grabbed the Halloween season cuckoo clock add-on, and I grabbed that door, both from Spellbinders, and I want to create a Halloween door using the cuckoo clock add-on, little like cats and images and stuff, in place of some of the small images that are normally the Christmassy ones for, you know, the Christmas door. It's not a door. I don't know why I keep calling it a door. Building. It's a building. So yes, so stay tuned for that. I'm hoping to create like a Halloween building image if I can mash those two together. Then I also got, oh yes, and I'll probably use this Halloween one to fill in some of these stamps from this postage stamp set that I got. And also I thought like the dog and some of the images from this door as well. So like stretching everything as much as I can to use it in multiple ways. The one that I skipped over there was a Lawn Fawn die that is the mug, and it comes with a few different images, so you can have the mug be just, you know, like a normal cup of coffee, but you can also add some snowflakes, a candy cane, marshmallows, like whipped cream topping, so it can be pumpkin spice, it can be, you know, hot cocoa, whatever you want. So those are the dies that I got. I'm kind of excited to use those and play around with those a little bit. Then I got some more of these Craftreat folios. So I got, the first one you saw there was like a flap folio. You actually get 2 in that pack. You get a black version and a craft version, and that is going to be my October daily. And then I also got this double folio that you can see right here, and this one is going to be my December daily. So yeah, so the double one is black, and you just get the one folio, and then the other one, I think, is it called the flip flap folio, whatever that one's called, you actually get 2. And I think if you really wanted, you could kind of combine them together to make one larger piece. They're not really meant to do that, but you definitely could do that. But for me, I think just the one in black is what I'll use for my October daily. And then to go with the Christmas one, so my December daily, I grabbed a couple of elements from Vicki Boutin's new Mistletoe and Memories line from 49&Market. I didn't grab a lot. I grabbed that pack of kind of like the like general ephemera pack, the big pack. That was the first thing I showed you. And then the second thing was the vellum, and there's some gold foiling and stuff like that in there too. So mostly it was just embellishments. And then I also grabbed this little flip book kit because I thought this might be good to kind of add in there to just make the folio feel a bit more Christmassy. Obviously, I'm going to use Christmas paper and we'll get lots of Christmas embellishments, but there are pockets and things like that in this folio. And when I counted all of the spots to kind of make sure that there's at least one spot per day for 25 days, there's a couple days kind of missing. And so I thought I'll go ahead and get this kit too, and then I will just kind of scooch it in there, squish it in there, amalgamate it into my folio if I can. The pages are actually a lot bigger than I thought they were. In my head, I don't know why I thought they were going to be a little bit smaller, but that's fine. We're going to make it work. And that way I now have just a couple extra little elements that I can add on wherever I think that they might fit in. So you get all the pages for the flip book. So you can see here you've got a door and you've got kind of this tag. This page here says joy. And everything is meant to flip like portrait or like vertical, not horizontal. So you've got a house and then these sort of almost like postcard looking elements, a tree. This one is, well, that's a snowman. It's upside down. Here is the snow globe and that is the snowman. And then a present. So I think some of those will fit in really easily, and some I may not be able to use, but that's okay. I can use them on other things. And then this kit actually is designed for you to make exactly page by page what you see on the front of the kit. So you have every single detail for all of your characters, your snowman, your snow globe, everything. It comes with all of it. It also comes with all of the adhesive pre-cut for you. So you literally just go in and punch out the pieces that you need for each page that you're putting together. You can see everything is pre-cut. So that's great if you need a quick project that you just want to say work on at a crop and you don't really want to bring a bunch of extra stuff. This is great. If you are trying to give a gift, you think that maybe someone would like to kind of consider maybe doing their own December daily for the first time, you could definitely give them this gift and then maybe give them a paper pad. And then, you know, they can cut out using just the templates from each of these pages. They could cut out more pages so that they have enough for their December daily. I think it's a great idea and it's a really cute kit. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to putting it all together and then trying to figure out how we're going to get it into my December daily this year. Yeah. And then the last thing I have here, also from Vicki Boutin and 49&Market, is the Curiosities in Willow Grove, which I think is just an extension of her Willow Grove collection. So it's sort of like this Halloween add-on pack, I guess you could call it. And this is going to be the pages for my October daily, which will be in that other flip flap album that I'm going to create. So this is definitely leaning more towards Halloween rather than just general fall. So I'll definitely have to add some of my own stash in there and, you know, different embellishments and stuff for more of that kind of general fall stuff that we do in October. But I love this collection. I love this sheet right here with the pumpkins with the little pops of purple. That really is what attracted me to this collection. But it has definite vintage Halloween vibes, and I don't know. I just think it's really nice. The paper is a really good texture and thickness. It has this like almost glossy finish that's really nice. And I just think everything is kind of chef's kiss. Like it's got those vintage spooky feelings to it. It has a little bit of whimsy. Some of the ghosts and stuff are kind of, you know, a little whimsical, but it's even giving me a little like My Mind's Eye vibe. Some of the things like the paper with the big dots on it, and then this paper here with just the words being written. I don't know, I'm getting a little like throwback to that older kind of my mind's eye stuff. So, you know, way back like 15 years ago. This paper here, I don't know what it is about that. I feel like I have so many of that paper and this paper with the stripes from my mind's eye. So anyways, I'm just taking a little trip down memory lane. But yeah, it's a great collection. I think it'll work really well for my October daily. And the nice thing about this pack is, well, I don't even think there is anything else that you can buy with it. I don't think it comes with any other ephemera or anything like that. But within this pack, you get 3 pages of punch outs, and then you also get a page of stickers. So it essentially comes with everything you need to go ahead and create a bunch of layouts if you wanted to do that. Or in my case, it'll work really good for a nice little mini album. So here you can see the pages, the punch outs, and yeah, do you get this too, that kind of like fun vintagey Halloween? There's these gorgeous little spider webs and some really intricate laser cut die cuts, which we all know that 49&Market does really, really well. So you get that page that has some really pretty ones. And then you get this page here, which has lots of layering elements and some different things like moths and stuff like that. And then this last one here has those ghosts, which I think are really cute. And you know, it's got a twist of like some really vintagey stuff like that haunted house. And then it has some more kind of like modern or contemporary things. Like it has a little phrase that says Boo Crew. So to me, that feels a little bit more, I don't know, like modern. And some of the font that is being used is maybe a little bit more modern. And then the sticker sheet you can see is just filled with words and phrases and things. And those big splotches are actually spiders' webs. So lots and lots of fun going on from Scrap Shots. I can't wait to get started and show you everything that I'm going to be doing with all of this. So Scrap Shots links are down below. You can go ahead and check out Sandy's store and shop. She's, I think, starting to have all of the numbers set after Scrapaganza to make sure all of the inventory is exact, and lots of Christmas stuff in there now. So yeah, and also head to the Instagram page because that's where I like to post all of the stuff that's kind of in store right now and some inspiration. So definitely head there, and let me hop into Simply Stated Design. I love the images here. So I grabbed these 2 tags. The first tag it looks so much like our trailer. I just love that like look of our trailer, which is like the canned ham kind of trailer. And so I grabbed that one for sure. And then the second tag actually says Okanagan Valley, and that's where we were this summer for vacation. So I thought that's perfect. Both of those can go into my travel album from this summer. Then I grabbed these, well, I was going to say these little. I grabbed this little ephemera pack, and I love these little cityscapes. They're just so pretty. The colors are really pretty, and I like that you get a bunch of different sizes of the mason jars. And I just think if you're someone who travels a lot or you do a lot of things in a city, these are so perfect to tuck into your little ephemera clusters and embellishment clusters. So I grabbed this pack. I have lots of city stuff that I need to get scrapping. So I think that those will work out perfectly. And that's one of my favorite things about Simply Stated is the ephemera. I've shown you guys a bunch of stuff that I've got. Remember those awesome bears with the like aviator sunglasses? Oh, I just love that stuff. Then I got this paper because, Yes, my friends, my youngest is still obsessed with Nightmare Before Christmas. This is like 3 years running, 4 years running. I mean, I don't blame him. I love this movie too, but we literally watch this at least once a week all year long. This is not a Christmas or Halloween movie for us. This is life. So I had to grab that paper, and then I had to grab this paper. I just thought the colors are so different and the images are really beautiful. I love all of the sayings. These would work really good as sentiments, but it was the colors that really attracted me to that Christmas paper. And so obviously you could use that just as a 12 by 12, or you could cut it apart and use it on cards. I think there's lots of things that you can do with it. So I definitely nabbed that one. And then I grabbed this paper pad. So this paper pack is just like a cross Canada paper pack. And what I love about it is that you get the 12 by 12 papers and you get 6 by 6. So it's like getting a 12 by 12 pack and a 6 by 6 pad all in the same package. So that works out great for me. And I love that you're able to have the same patterns, but just in smaller versions. So you can see here, they're all just, shrunk to size, but those make great opportunities to cut out little embellishments and just have little images that kind of fit into your clusters. And then you can use those repeated images, especially if you're trying to do like a visual triangle or that kind of thing. Then you have lots of opportunities to kind of repeat some of those images in different sizes. So I think this is such a smart idea and I really like it. And you could use these 6 by 6 as a full piece of paper, or like with these, you could just cut it apart. It's totally up to you, but I love the versatility of it. And I love her paper. So she prints everything at home or, like at the crop. The printers are right there and they're all printed out. So you can just see them working away. But the colors are stunning, as you can see, and the quality is really good. So it's lots of fun. I think this one's going to be fun to cut out all of these pieces and kind of place them in the province that I think they kind of match the best based on all of our travels. So yeah, I absolutely had to get this because you guys know I have 4 cross Canada albums on the go right now. So I'll be able to use all of these papers and just disperse them appropriately throughout the albums. And I left Simply Stated Design links and everything down below too, so that you can go hop into their shop and shop your heart out. You are going to love everything. I even have some Simply Stated Design stuff that I cut out and framed because I just really liked the images that much that I have put it on my walls. So yeah. It's lots of fun, and there's always new things coming in, new images, and big stuff. I like that they have some really big ephemera pieces or embellishment pieces. I think that that's really nice. So these are the papers that I got. This paper pack, of course, I had to grab that. And I can't wait to get started using it. So those are all of the elements and papers and fun things that I got from Simply Stated Design. And I have to say a big thank you for gifting me all of that. And I will be sure to show you guys everything I do with it. But that is it for me. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check me out on my other socials. And until next time, happy scrapping. Bye.